Old Joe gave a primetime address to the nation last night, looking like General Hux from Star Wars, or the fascist leader from V for Vendetta. Seriously, I didn't alter this at all. That was literally the backdrop. What was the purpose of this special presidential primetime address, you're wondering? It was to complain about Donald Trump and all of us for still supporting him.
Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. Now, I want to be very clear up front. Not every Republican, not even the majority of Republicans, are MAGA Republicans.
Actually, Joe, we are. MAGA Republicans make up the overwhelming majority of the Republican Party. Literally, probably 90 to 95%. The only ones who aren't are people like Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, and Ann Coulter. Yes, in case you haven't heard, Ann Coulter has long since turned her back on Donald Trump. At least she hasn't joined with the Democrats, but she is like a crazy ex-girlfriend who won't stop talking about him.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards to an America where there is no right to choose, no right to privacy, no right to contraception, no right to marry who you love. They promote authoritarian leaders and they fan the flames of political violence that are a threat to our personal rights, to the pursuit of justice, to the rule of law, to the very soul of this country.
Tonight, he divided MAGA Republicans and mainstream Republicans, saying MAGA Republicans are not believing the rule of law. Is this the message the country needs to hear and force Republicans' hands to say, which kind of Republican are you?
Oh, I've picked a side. I've been on the same side since 2015 when I first started supporting Donald Trump. I'm a proud MAGA Republican. Make that an Ultra MAGA Republican. Oh, by the way, save 20% off of my new Ultra MAGA shirt or any of my awesome designs this weekend from ArcDice.com by using the promo code Labor Day at the checkout. So this is apparently the Democrats' new plan to try to stop so many people from supporting Donald Trump is by doing the same thing that they've been doing for the last 7 years, trying to paint us all as a bunch of fascists who are a danger to democracy.
And so when you are not with where majority of Americans are, then, you know, that is extreme. That is an extreme way of thinking.
Oh, we're extreme now if we don't believe what the government and the liberal media industrial complex says is the majority view. Actually, I would say spewing rhetoric like this is rather extreme.
Just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick them.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face!
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Let's not forget that countless businesses in Washington, D.C. boarded up their windows anticipating a possible Donald Trump victory in 2020 because they knew if that happened, then Democrats, their Antifa foot soldiers, and Black Lives Matter mobs would have burned the city to the ground. After all, Black Lives Matter caused over $2 billion worth of damage that summer, burning down businesses across the country and even a police station in Minneapolis for George Floyd. Democrats wouldn't even condemn the barrage of threats made against Republican Supreme Court justices after they decided to overturn Roe versus Wade.
Senator, an activist group is offering to pay people if they send in the locations of justices. Do you think that this has gone too far at this point?
Obviously, the Democrat Party has become a tyrannical regime, and after making countless accusations about the outcome of the 2016 presidential election, then when Republicans started having some of those same concerns about the outcome of the 2020 election, Of course, people started getting censored and banned from social media. Here's Carrie Lake, who's running for governor of Arizona, handling this incredible double standard like a pro.
Sorry, you said you feel like Joe Biden is dividing the country, but do you feel like Donald Trump is doing the same by falsely telling people that he won that election when he lost it?
How does that divide the country? Questioning an election where there are obviously problems is dividing the country? Since when can we not ask questions about our elections? As a journalist for many years, I was a journalist after 2016, and I distinctly remember many people just like you asking a lot of questions about the 2016 election results. And nobody tried to shut you up. Nobody tried to tell Hillary Clinton to shut up. Nobody tried to tell Kamala Harris when she was questioning the legitimacy of these electronic voting machines to stop. We have freedom of speech in this country, and you of all people should appreciate that. You're supposedly a journalist. You should appreciate that. So I don't see how asking questions about an election where there are many problems is dividing a country. What I do see dividing a country is shutting people down, censoring people, canceling people, trying to destroy people's lives when they do ask questions. Last I heard, we still have the Constitution. It's hanging by a thread, thanks to some of the work some people in this area have done. But we're going to save that Constitution, and we're going to bring back freedom of speech. And maybe someday you'll thank us for that.
The endless January 6th Groundhog Day Twilight Zone reruns on cable news didn't stop people from supporting Donald Trump, so they had the FBI raid his home and claim that he stole nuclear secrets, and now old Joe gives a primetime address looking like he's declaring war, saying that anyone who still supports him is a danger to America. So I'll say it again, I'm a proud MAGA Republican, and this is MAGA country. And this Labor Day weekend, save 20% off of any of my shirts from workdesk.com by using the promo code MAGA at the checkout. So order your Ultra MAGA shirt, or my new Nuclear MAGA shirt, or any of my awesome designs, all available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below. Enter the promo code MAGA at the checkout to save 20% this weekend, and check them out.